Thank you for joining us, everybody. We're going to get our show started in just a couple of seconds here. Want to remind everybody, if you could just share this broadcast, we would greatly appreciate it because it would help us get more views and make the show a lot more exciting for live interaction. So please, don't forget to share the broadcast. We also appreciate all of your likes and comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, and get ready for Spit the Wits. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this show that was entirely produced and developed by the people sitting in front of you. Jessy Meadows and Frankie Almost. Brought to you in part by Rolling Hills Productions. Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Spit the Wit. Jessy, if you would be so kind, would you please tell us what today's show's about?
Because unfortunately, our guest was sick. So we're just going to talk about some random stuff. Should be fun.
We're also revealing something today, aren't we?
And now, here is your host, Frankie Almost.
Yep. Wow. I'm hearing that clapping in full stereo, which is weird because you guys aren't, because this broadcast is in mono only. But we apologize for that, but it's not our doing. So anyway, here we are, Spit the Wits. What is today? Is it Friday? It is Friday.
It's Friday, yes.
It's Friday the something. April the something early.
7th, right? Because
7th, I don't know.
yesterday was our 11-month...
Our 11th month anniversary, wedding anniversary. So, yeah, outside I just hung myself right there. Okay, so several things. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, as you notice, we don't have the popper stopper, so there should be less of us bumping into the microphones. I'm not assuring you that it's not going to happen at all, but just not as frequently. I would assume anyway. Jess here kind of gave away my little joke that I had lined up here. Let me see if I can get the right camera angle. So we were supposed to have a guy named Josh Cutler in here today. Josh Cutler ended up being sick, so we apologize for Josh Cutler, and hope that Josh Cutler ends up being okay. All right. Now here's the thing. In this place we have, drum roll. That's Box Cutler.
Box Cutler.
You like my joke? So he sent Box Cutler in his place. No, I'm just kidding. That is one of our Amazon wish list packages. We have no idea what's in there. So we're going to be unveiling that and several other things. Get me up to par, babe. What the hell were we supposed to be talking about here?
Well, we could bring up the did you want to bring up the...
Yeah, because we told everybody we would tell them, so...
The wish list?
Oh, that thing. Sorry. Different thing than I thought. What about the wish list?
Did you want to bring that up? That I don't know.
Well, that we have one?
Yeah.
I mean, they know that already.
Okay.
So, okay, no.
No, I had a weird topic, though, to go into, but it's not really related to anything.
That's okay. I'm willing to listen to a weird topic or talk about a weird topic. That would be cool. What is it?
Okay, guys. So, I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you. I'm sure it has, where you dream about a certain place over and over and over, like sometimes for years, and then you see it. You actually see it for real.
So like a deja vu, but
even more intense
during
than that.
a dream kind of thing.
Yeah, and as you're looking at this place that you've seen in your dreams, and it's online. Or sometimes you do show up there, but I'm talking about mostly online. You take like this virtual tour, and you already know this place. You know what's where. And so anyways, that happened to me.
Yeah.
And it's this house that I had been dreaming about for years. I mean, like as far back as I can remember, 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always impossibly big not a castle. It was definitely a house.
What's impossibly big?
This place that
No, I'm saying what an example of what's impossibly big to you.
Like the ceilings are so high, the rooms are so open and big that it didn't make sense for a house. It didn't even
completely out of the ordinary then.
Right.
Not like it's a mansion, but it's a beyond a mansion kind of thing. Okay.
And it's it doesn't make sense. It was so big that it didn't make sense for it to be a house because it was bigger than a castle, and I thought it was just in my mind. And I, literally twice a week I dream about this place. And then something popped up in Facebook about this World War I cement factory that this architect converted into his home.
That was the same thing that ended up in one of my dreams. I had a really bizarre dream, and I don't know if I'm going to go into that dream, but the same place that she's talking about, she had in her dream, I had in my dream. Only there were different storylines in the background. Before we continue on with the story, though, I wanted to say hello to Miguel, who said, "Love that voice intro. Awesome. Haha. I won't get sick if I'm a guest. Congrats, 11 months." We appreciate it, Miguel, and thanks for watching, and thanks for your comments. We've been getting them from you lately, and we appreciate it. And we should have you as a guest on the show. Actually, I have known Miguel for many, many years. I'm not going to date us and let everybody know how many years, Miguel, but yeah, we have no problem having you on the show. I also want to say what's up to Red McLean. How are you doing, sir? And you're saying that my mic sounds like crap. Are you being facetious or are you being serious? Let me know. Now you got me freaking out. I'm like starting to check stuff. I'm like, oh my god. Okay. So back to the story. So yeah, the mansion that you're talking about, which was as you said, bigger than a mansion. The thing about it in my dream, it was almost like it didn't have ceilings. It was just completely open. It had walls, but the walls were just like open to the world. It was sitting on a hillside kind of thing, and it was just very like Greek god, kind of like Roman god, like what you would picture like a Roman king living in. You know?
Yeah, the architecture, it all, like this place didn't just have a feel, it had a look
right.
to it. And what's weird is when I saw this, like not only did I know it, but it's in Spain, and we had been talking about Spain.
Okay, hold on. Red's telling me that my mic, is it still distorted? You mean like, is it just my mic or does Jess sound like shit too? Because it might possibly just be that my mic is too loud. And it doesn't sound like it in the headphones, but it could be broadcasting. Does that sound any better? Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. All right. So hopefully that sounds better. Let me know, Red. Yeah, you know, live TV. There's always issues when it comes to the live TV thing. So continue with what you were saying.
Oh, it was really weird that this was after Spain had come up several times when we were talking about Spain.
Right.
And I still don't know why this happens. Is this something that, like, when you dream, you leave your body and you're attracted to certain places?
I don't know. Okay, so he said, no, it's just my microphone that sounds like crap. And even her friend, and I mean, his mom, Jesus, I can't even talk now. I'm so frazzled, wondering what's going on. His mom and her friend also said that my mic sounds like crap. And I'm wondering why that is.
It sounds fine to me.
It sounds completely fine to us. It sounds completely fine to us. Wow. Like, should I restart this broadcast, Red? Is it that bad? We're going to wait for the answer for that. Because, yeah, you know, these get posted up on YouTube, so I don't want to have, like, I don't want to have this permanent. So if you think we need to start the broadcast over, let me know. But let's fix that mic issue before we do that. So I'm just going to sit here and talk and let me know. Disler said that it's
not perfect,
but it's nothing to worry about. You sound fine on my iPhone. Okay. So Red, it might possibly be that my voice, because I'm a lot closer to the microphone than Jess, and even though I'm not peaking on any of my levels, it's possible that that it's distorting whatever device you're listening to. So maybe some can handle it and some can't. So I'm assuming. Yeah, it might be your phone. So anyway, but I appreciate you bringing that up, dude. Like, because we want to know these things. So, let's see. we've kind of like stepped all over that topic, so we're going to move on to something else and maybe come back to it, because I wanted to let everybody know that today is the last day that I'm actually eating real food and drinking real drink before I go on my diet tomorrow. So as a celebration, I've been eating Korean food. I was born in Korea, so... What's that?
Which sounds really good. I wish there was like a vegan Korean place. And
the reason why I'm finally able to go on my diet, for those of you that don't know, is because we were filming a movie, and I am done with those scenes. Not that we're done with the movie, but we're done with the scenes where I needed to be overweight. And so we're going to be playing a clip from that movie that we're filming, which is a, let's call it a low-budget comedy. So it's not that it's wait a minute, what's a terrible idea? I'm so confused right now.
Sure.
Jennifer Wellman said that's a terrible idea. It's just not clear now. Red's flip phone. Not the Korean diet part. Oh, no. I was born in Korea, and I've been eating Korean food. It was my first solid food. But that is not part of my diet. That's part of me cheating to celebrate going on a diet. My diet consists of, we're not going to go into it too much, but basically eating very small portions of protein every 2 hours, like 6 times a day, which is the gist of the diet, but there is certain guidelines that you have to follow and stuff like that. And I'll be losing a lot of pounds. I am at 195 right now, and I'm only 5'9", so I am freaking fat. I am, like, obese. I should only be weighing, like, at bare minimum, I should be weighing like 165. And I am like 30 pounds overweight, basically. So, so we're doing it for this movie that we're filming, which is a low-budget comedy. Now, I'm not going to divulge the title because the title kind of gives away the comedy. So you're just going to have to bear with us for the next couple of, I guess, months while we film this. Because it is a long process, plus we're filming music videos in between and everything like that. So, but yeah, we're going to play a little clip from that. And when you look at it, you're going to say, oh my God, this looks like a low-budget porno. And that's pretty much what we were going for. So,
well, it's
and my hair is down.
Footage.
Yeah, and my hair is down too, which people have been saying, oh, let your hair down on the show. And I didn't want to divulge what my hair looked like down for too many people at once. The diet isn't good, bro. You'd better be eating healthy and doing mild exercise. I will be doing mild exercise. And yes, my man bun does weigh 15 pounds, Mr. Disler. Yeah, that diet that I'm talking about, I've actually done it several times in my life, and it works. Absolutely works. And I don't know if it's necessarily good for you, but...
It's not, but it will.
But you know what I mean? Like, it puts your body into ketosis, and it gets you to where you need to be. And yes, I am getting older, and I probably shouldn't keep abusing my body, but everybody has their vice, and I don't drink, and I don't smoke, and I'm going to lose weight rapidly, so that's all I really care about for now. I don't advocate anybody following my lead or anything like that, so just to clarify that.
I mean, I'll probably do it with you, too. But it's definitely like...
Oh, my God, dude. Do you have any idea? Does anybody live with anybody that has body dysmorphia? This chick thinks that she should jump on the bandwagon with me and diet with me, and she weighs like 12 pounds. Like, I can pick her up almost literally with my pinky. Okay? So, you're not going on the diet with me. Jeez.
Probably going to go on the diet with you.
No, you're not going on the diet with me. Stop it. I need it. I'm like 30 pounds overweight. Red, I saw you not too long ago, and you didn't look like you were 30 pounds overweight. And tell your mother that I said hello.
Yeah, tell her we said hi.
Yeah. But yeah, you're definitely not 30 pounds overweight, dude. Plus, you're 6 feet tall, so, or 6'1" or something like that. I don't remember. It just looks different. Like, weight looks different on shorter people. Once a short person starts getting wet. Hi, my mind's in the gutter. Once a short person starts gaining weight, they start looking wide really fast. That was a lot of W's. That's why I said wet. I wasn't thinking about anything bad, even though I was watching the scenes of me and you making out on the couch. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain if you were thinking something.
Jennifer Wellman said, I gained 30 pounds in 5 years. I've done a lot of research and working with personal trainers. Weights and balance, cardio, healthy eating is where it's at. I understand that, Jennifer, to a degree, but here's the thing. Here's my whole theory. I was actually going to talk about this earlier. There are people, and I think this is why we. One of the reasons, other than what the food's made out of nowadays, one of the reasons why everybody's so overweight and having such a battle with weight is because, yes, there is ways to, like you just stated, to lose weight that scientifically work. But people are individuals, and here's the thing. My advice to people that can't do that for whatever reason, like some people have bad hearts and they can't work out, or some people are so out of shape that they have to ease into working out or something to that effect. My advice to people like that, and also people that just plain don't like working out, like I've been in shape in my life, and I've had like a ripped chest and pretty decent arms and stuff like that, and I did not get any of it from lifting weights because I absolutely cannot tolerate sitting there lifting weights. It's not something that I'm ever going to enjoy, so it's something I'm never going to continue, and that's why I think there's such a weight problem with people, is because they start doing this as it's designed to be done, diet and mild training, and people just lose interest because they don't like to work out. So my advice to those type of people, for me, dancing worked. I actually enjoy dancing. Some people actually enjoy swimming, so they can find different workout regimens that work for them. In my case, yes, I will be working out in the fact that I will be walking, which I constantly do, and you can ask her. I lift, like, and Dissler knows this, I have like 500 pounds of equipment that I take piece by piece whenever I go do DJ gigs and stuff like that, which, it's not like I get a gig every day and I'm doing it every day, but I do it like once a week, so it's like I'm not sitting there stagnant. But yeah, I would have to say that people need to find what they're able to do exercise-wise that doesn't bore the ever-loving shit out of them, because they won't keep it up.
Walk around a shopping mall or something, it's
right.
It's
right.
Because I can't work out. I get so bored so easily.
Yeah. Martial arts, yoga, dance, all that stuff. I agree, too. And here's another thing, Jennifer, too, that I wanted to point out. People like me and Jess, we're reclusive people. We have social anxiety to a degree, and I know that a lot of people don't really think that that's the case with me, because I DJ and I do weddings and gigs and stuff like that, and I am a party host. But I have like 3 friends that I hang out with on a regular basis.
It's pretty common.
So we don't want to go to a class. It's like the most anxiety you could ever imagine.
Yeah, we're performers. Yeah. So we like being in front of people. We like
when
performing,
we're ready. Right.
And having the attention and, making somebody's day.
Right.
But then our personal private life, we don't really want too many people around. Yeah.
And I agree, Jennifer. Martial arts, for lack of a better phrase, kicks ass. I was born in Korea, as I've stated several times in the show, and I took Taekwondo as a little dude. And Bruce Lee was like I know he didn't do Taekwondo, he did Kung Fu, but he was my hero as I was a child, and I didn't know when I was watching his movies that he was no longer with us. I wanted to see the next Bruce Lee movie, and it was like, oh, yeah, there's not going to be any more. So, and I'm friends with his daughter on Facebook. So, Shannon Lee, I follow her on Facebook. So, and Jennifer Wellman said, "Hi, Jess. Looking forward to meeting you next month."
Yeah, I just saw that. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you too.
I've known Jennifer since 2005. I think she used to come to Golden Palm, where I used to host karaoke. So, and she has since moved away from Vegas, and I can validate that it's probably for the best, because Vegas is falling apart before our very eyes. As we were just talking about it, somebody told me something, and I don't know if anybody can back me up on this, because this is totally hearsay. But I was in a bar last night that I host at Noreen's Lounge, and somebody told me that somebody in Silverado Ranch area had like this frickin' militia frickin' archive of weaponry and was plotting something. Does anybody know anything about that? Because I didn't get a chance to research that before. Jennifer is getting married. What's your fiance's name, Jennifer? I'm sorry that I don't know that. But they're getting married next month, which is weird because if you're getting married next month, our year anniversary is May 6th.
Yep.
We got married on May 6th, so we're wedding month besties. Yay! Oh man. So yeah. I got arrested on counts of terrorism. Interesting. Okay, cool. Jennifer said that her fiance's name is Joe. So congratulations to you both, Jennifer and Joe. And hey, you know what'd be cool is if you come out here for your wedding, we should have you guys on the show. That'd be cool. Have a maybe just like a newlywed thing. Well, that's probably a bad idea because they just got married. I'm sure they don't want to be.
Well, yeah, not right after. You know how that is. Like,
you might want to be on camera, but not here per se.
Right.
May 17th is their wedding date. Okay, awesome. And when you do get to Vegas, let us know because, like I said, whenever you guys have the free time, wink, wink. We'd love to have you guys on the show and talk about how you met and all that kind of stuff. We're also possibly that's another thing. There's been several people that we were going to have on the show that have been talking about how they're like, "Why do you want us on the show?" Like, what? Or let me quote almost verbatim. Why do you want me on the show? I'm a boring person, and I'm like, and I've been telling people, I'm like, listen, our show is about having regular people on it. And yes, we are going to be having celebrity types. And yes, of course, if anybody that was superstardom wanted to come in here and be on the show, of course we wouldn't say no, But for the most part, we want the show to be about regular people because that's who we find interesting. And we think that people that are celebrities are already in the spotlight enough and they don't need our help. So, I mean, they would be benefiting our show way more than we would be benefiting them. And that's
the thing is, nobody's really boring. Everybody has something interesting that's happened to them or that they can talk about. I mean,
there was one story that I heard about John Travolta. Okay. And no, it wasn't one of the bad stories that people like to talk about all the time. It was actually a good story. And I was always like this myself to a degree. Now, granted, I was never as famous as John Travolta, but there were times when I had money and everybody knew who I was. But I heard that John Travolta, whenever he goes to like these big celebrity Hollywood parties, that he treats the janitor just as well or the busboy just as well as he treats everybody else. And I've always been that way. I would sit there in some, rubbing shoulders party and I'd be talking to somebody that was like considered the help. And I've always thought that was cool because a lot of times I find people like that are way more interesting than the typical thing that the celebrities are doing, because the celebrities are just basically saying the same thing. I was in Brazil, and then I was in Cancun, and here I am, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah.
And it's me, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that interesting. So Red said that his mom wants to come on the show so she can talk shit about him, but it would take at least 3 episodes.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we could have a condensed version of it, we would gladly have you on the show. We would also love to have you on the show. Red's mom is awesome, so I would love to have her on the show. Jennifer Wellman says that she has a story for me, so go ahead and start typing that, Jennifer, and we'll start talking and seeing what Dissler said. What did he say? There's lights on the back of video poker machines at the Mirage. Yes, this is true. When you gamble, the light goes off and lets people... Basically, I'm paraphrasing, and I'm sorry about that, Steve, but... basically, this light goes off and lets the bartender know when it's okay to comp a drink, right? Is that what you're talking about? And that's awful. It's completely ridiculous. It's like, why do you even need a bartender? They should just have a bar with like a vending machine, and then when somebody's put enough into the thing, just have like a drink roll out. Like, it's so retarded. I mean, it's just, I'm so sick of
corporate. It's not.
It started going corporate a long time ago, but it's just gotten ridiculous now. It's just totally ridiculous. So what else is going on?
Well, Jennifer said she has a story.
Yeah, and I told her to start typing that, and we will we'll read it when she's done typing. And Steve Disler, what is going on with you? Before I signed on to the show and started broadcasting, I saw that you had messaged me, what am I doing today? Well, I'm right here. And that's what I'm doing today. So let me know what's going on. Let's see. Okay. I think... Hey, Jennifer, do you want to call us on the line and do it live? Or do you want me to call you after the show? So let me know for sure, because if you wanted to talk about it live, we could just do it that.
Oh, that's cool. I like when the highlight bling.
God. Yeah, please don't sing anymore, so we have to pay that idiot royalties for that stupid piece of crap song. Let's see. Okay. We're going to play a clip of our movie, but there's no audio. So this is for people that want to see what I look like with long hair. Okay, we'll call you after the show. This is what I look like with long hair. And like I said, when you watch this clip, keep in mind that it looks like a low-budget porno, and we intended on that. And it is actually a low-budget comedy about this metal band. And I am like your long-haired dude. So here we go. So yes, there is me with my hair down, everybody. And I don't think people realize like the contrast of what I look like with my hair down and my hair up, but that's part of the reason why I like having long hair, is because I can wear it various different styles. And then of course, there we are making out on the couch. Isn't that lovely, Jess? Don't you love that? Isn't that great? So there we are making out on the couch and sharing some dialogue, which we are not going to divulge what this movie is about, but I assure you, after color corrections and everything, it should look a little bit better than that. But sleazy was always our intention. So yeah. So we are working. We are doing things other than spit the wit. And that's why I'm always tired and never have any sleep. So what's going on? Got anything to say?
It's funny because that character is such a contrast to who I actually am.
Right, well, me too.
Yeah,
I mean, my character's all like, dude. Oh, man. So, right, total porn status. That is a great compliment, because that's exactly what we're going for.
Yeah, we're going for that.
So, yeah. So, I don't want to unbox the box yet. I want to wait a little bit. What should we do? Everybody's saying definitely porn. Cool. Then we should make more. We should make more of it like that.
Yeah, continue like making it super
douchey. Yeah. Oh, that's one thing that I wanted to bring up. So you guys know, like, and there's, I'm guilty of it too. Back in the MySpace early Facebook days, you know how like dudes get called douchebags, like if they're good looking and they're like looking at the camera like this and stuff in their pictures. And one thing that dawned on me as I was looking through Facebook today, why are chicks able to get away with that? I don't understand what the double standard is there. Why? How come a dude can't like be partially have his shirt off if he's a good looking guy, or even if he's not? I mean, because a lot of the girls that are doing this aren't really that hot either. But why does a dude get called like a douchebag for looking at the camera and being like somewhat, sexual or just serious and being like, and people are just like, oh my God, total douchebag. When almost all younger chicks, and I'm going to say younger because it is typically people under 40 that are like this, but there's so many girls that are so douchey looking to me.
Yeah, but they can get away with it because guys are always going to take the bait and compliment them. So it's never going to be.
But why is that the case? Is my, I guess my main question.
Well, you'd have to tell me. You're the guy.
I don't know, because I don't fall for that kind of stuff. Like, yes, I do like to see people do shit up every once in a while and be a little bit sexual, because that is, life is about having some sexuality. It's not all, hey, look at what my kids got, and stuff like that. People should have a serious, artistic, little bit of a douchey side, I guess. And see, I feel like I'm using the word douche out of context, because I don't feel like it's very douchey. I just think that people have sexuality that is okay to reveal to a degree. I don't think it should be over the top or anything like that, but I think that it shouldn't just all be me dirt biking and off-roading and stuff like that. And when I see dudes that are like that, doing that, I don't hate on him. I just don't. It's like we have this friend, and I'm not going to say his name, but we have this friend who is an up-and-coming actor, and he's a very good-looking dude, and he's totally in shape, and he comes to used to come to double shots all the time, and I used to hear what the crowd was saying about him behind his back, and they were calling him like a douche and saying, "Oh my God, he thinks he's so good-looking." He doesn't think he's good-looking. He actually is good-looking.
Jealousy.
And I can't stand when people talk crap behind people's back like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, he never once was shitty to anybody. He was never once rude to anybody. He just was aware of how he looked, and he liked to dress. Right. He liked to dress to accentuate certain parts of his body and stuff like that. And it's not douchey. It's not. It's
you're always going to have people being jealous and resenting, but to me, douchey always meant like the guy that is overly egotistical, who's a fuckboy, who, sleeps with a bunch of women just because he can, because he looks like this. That's a douchebag.
But I honestly don't know how many dudes are actually getting away with being douchey like that and sleeping with. It seems like women as a whole are on to dudes like that, and they don't really get away with it anymore. Because when I see a guy walk into a room that's kind of like a douchey attitude like that we call douchey, that women typically shun him right off the bat. So I think people like that have been shut down for the most part. So I don't know where these douchebags are. But anyway, Jennifer Wellman said so about peeing on the stick.
Huh? What?
So, are you going to tell him or no?
I'm going to wait, because I'm not sure.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So that's fair enough. She wants to wait, then it's her prerogative, so what am I? I would, I'm just going to say that we're not positive yet.
That works.
Does that work? Okay. It works for her, it works for me, so happy life and happy wife and all that kind of crap. So Red, I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about when it came to the person that used to come to the bar. I'm sure you could figure it out if you thought about it.
I think I even know who it is.
Right. He has the same initials as Michael Jackson. There. That's your only hint. And it pissed me off, dude. Like I think I told, from what I remember, because this was back when I was drinking and stuff, and I think I told that person off. I was just like, why are you saying that? Like, I stopped doing what I was doing to make it a point to shut them down and let them know that that's not cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. Anyway, we played our douchey porno movie. We played, no, we didn't play anything else. We're going to open the box. That's what we're going to do.
Open the box.
Open.
That sounds good to me.
Your box, Jessica. Just kidding. Can you grab the box for me? Is that, or did you not want to get up?
I don't really want to get up.
You don't want to get up.
Kind of didn't just to get up.
If we sat here and concentrated, maybe we could will the box to us.
Manifest the box to be over here.
Right. Let's see. We're going to cut away to this shot. No, we're not. No, we're not. Let's see. We're going to cut away to this shot. And I will get my fat booty up and get that box. Bear with us. Huh?
I'll get it if there's...
No, because look, it's the room. I'm putting it on the room. You talk to the people, and I will get the box.
Okay.
So tell a story. Talk, please. Because you need to talk more anyway.
Okay, so I do this whole thing where I get like this deer in the headlights thing going on. But yeah, so it's pretty exciting. Like, it's really weird just having packages show up every day to your house. And
Box Cutler.
So cool. We appreciate it so much.
We really do. Okay, sorry about that. I knew I was gonna hit the microphone.
Do you need me to scoot over?
No.
Ow,
good where you
ow, ow, I've got something like poking right into my
That's hot.
butt cheek.
Jess has something poking her.
Ow.
That's exactly what a lot of people that are watching wanted to hear, actually.
No, I'm sure they did.
So here I am with the live shot of me in the box, and I apologize for banging the microphone. I hope I didn't bust anybody's cell phones or Okay, we don't know who sent us this, and it's possible that it's residual stuff that Jason Herrera sent. I don't have my keys on me. You took them. Married life. I remember when my testicles were my own. Huh? Okay. Let's see what's in the box. Let's ruin this pin in the process. This is from Amazon, from our wish list for those of you that just joined us. And we are going to unbox, or we are in the process of unboxing, to see what one of our viewers has sent us. Oh gosh. And on top of that, we actually bought other things, which I'm going to show you here in a second too. But we knew who it came from, and it was actually our business partner. So, I destroyed that pen, by the way. So we need new pens, so when you're watching the show. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what this is, but it's big. And there's little boxes inside. There's more little boxes.
Boxes.
Will you throw this box out into the hallway, please? Sure. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Me? Thanks, babe.
It's just typically what I say when somebody does me a favor. Okay. Jeez. Really picked a good day to take my keys and put them elsewhere. Babe, thanks.
I only took the car keys. I didn't take the other ones.
That's the only keys I have.
Oh.
Okay. So box number.
So. Excuse me.
Dude, I am so out of shape, fat, that I'm getting winded from doing this.
It's hot in here, though.
That too. That's a factor too. But seriously, a 36-year-old man should have no trouble opening these boxes. All right.
You could definitely pass 36, sweetheart.
I probably could. Well, I'm only 37, so.
Yeah.
Duh. All right. Polls. I think I know what this is, and I say think. Okay. So rather than to open all of this, because there are many parts, this is a stand. We were sent reflectors, okay? So we were sent these reflectors, these like big industry movie reflectors for, like, I don't know if people know, but like you take the sunlight and you reflect it into people's faces. It just takes the light from the sun and bounces it up into your face when you're filming. And so this is a stand that holds said reflector so that you don't have to have like a fourth crew person or whatever standing there holding a reflector. This will hold it, stabilize it. So I believe that it's from Jason Herrera, so I'm going to go ahead and thank Jason for the this completes his order, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I'm just going to double check here.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is all part of the same stand. Okay, cool. Can you move those aside for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you, babe. I love you. Okay? All right? Just know that. Whatever happens. Okay. We were sent 5 or 6 of these. These are XLR cables.
I guess I'll do this.
Those of you that don't know what an XLR cable looks like, they have 3 prongs and then 3 male prongs on the outside. On the other side, I mean. And these are what our microphones are plugged into. And so when Red said my mic wasn't working very well, I was like, oh, crap. So, but Howard Rolling from Rolling Hills Production bought those. So, yes. Yes. What? So what else is going on? We got Red talking to us here. I need 2 for work. XLR cables, I'm sure.
Oh.
Well, as I told you, Red, there is a mic stand. I mean, a microphone. That's the one thing I don't have many of is mic stands. But I have a microphone that you can use and an XLR cable, but I want you to only use them when you're working and then bring them back, and I want other people to use them. Just you, because you're my boy, dude. So yeah, anytime you want to do that, let me know. And thank you for watching. The end. Okay. So let's see. What do you want to do? We got 20 minutes left. Tell me a story.
I would, but I don't know.
But what? Okay, that's too much dead air already. It's bad. I don't know how much I like this as opposed to the popper stoppers.
I know. I'm kind of getting used to this too. I like the other one, the screen, whatever it was. I think you can see more of our faces with this.
That's the main reason that I wanted them.
Yeah.
Was because those big circles, and they weren't really that big. They were about like that. They were hiding our faces, especially your lovely face.
Thank you. Yeah, they were. There's a definite improvement there.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know if we received any phone calls. We might have received phone calls and not even known that we had, because I was totally looking at other things.
So yeah, if anybody called, just call back and we'll answer.
Can I take the camera off of autofocus? Is it the main camera, Pete, or is it the one that's on Jess, or is it this one? We have several, and we're using these little Logitech webcams. This is this. Where is it? I'm trying to work my hand. That is a webcam right there, and that is a webcam right there. And I can take them off of the 2-shot. Okay. I possibly can, but sometimes when I try to go into the parameter on this thing live, it shuts down and gives us a blue screen of death. And so I will definitely do that for next show. Turn off the autofocus. Thanks for noticing that, because I didn't notice. Yes. So any did you hear that? The little bzz, bzz.
Yes, I
That
did.
was kind of creepy. We have like grounding issues in the studio too that we have to clear up. Pete, did you ever clarify when you might possibly be coming to Vegas? Let me know. Let's see. I'm gonna put the camera on you here for a second. There you go. There's you.
Huh?
There's you. Okay. Yeah. So we've been filming a lot, and we're super tired, and we apologize that we're not.
And I'm sick. I don't know if this is going around or not, because I haven't heard of anybody getting the flu, but my throat hurts, I'm coughing, I'm stuffed up, I'm cranky, and achy. And I guess, I don't know, it's like I don't think it's allergies. It's like a flu.
You know what's funny to me, and I'm going to point this out to you guys, and then you're going to go, oh my God, when you look at this again or backtrack after our broadcast. My wife sounds almost exactly like Monica from Friends. Courtney Cox, when she talks. I mean, it's like, seriously, like sometimes I'm like, Courtney, what's up?
Which is kind of cool, because I like Monica.
She's to me, she's actually one of the prettiest, but her character is one of the most annoying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I still like her, though.
Because she's like narcissistic and freaking weird.
Competitive and weird.
Yeah.
Uptight. She's very uptight.
Yeah, she's nothing like you at all. Pete said that it was still up in the air. It'll be the last week of the month if I don't have to go to LA. Okay, cool. Keep us posted on that, because we'd love to have you here on the show. I know you're just dude, this light is so hot, and I apologize for that. Like, and I'm not talking about hot, babe. I mean too white, overexposed. Because we almost didn't make our mark. Well, we didn't make our mark, but we were almost 20 minutes late starting the show, and I just finally said, I'm throwing everything on and just going.
I think it looks fine. I mean, it's hot in here, though.
Right. Well, you see how washed out I look? I look white, super white.
Yeah, I look okay because it's not hitting me.
Yeah, you're further back too. Yeah. Exactly. So let's see what else. I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about something. You know what sucks, dude? Is I wanted to have a whole show where we talked about nothing but paranormal crap, but there's no Friday the 13th until December.
Mm-hmm. There's only 2 this year.
There was only 2 this year,
and one was right after my birthday.
Right, and the next one happens almost right before Christmas.
Year.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we can't even take. Oh my God.
Well, it's funny because Red said it's haunted.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's what started me on this, and now this led me to know what was one of the things I did want to talk about on the show. And we're gonna reveal this more on Tuesday when we gather the information. But I'm actually going to tell you guys something that I've been sitting on for almost 4 years now. and that is, Red knows this too. Katy Perry stole Dark Horse from me. The song Dark Horse, as you know. You already know too. So it's not like I'm sitting here looking at you as if you're supposed to go, really? But I'm like, oh yeah, it's my wife. It's not Courtney Cox. She freaking, and I'm not saying her per se, and this is alleged too, by the way, because I have to say that or else we'll get sued 7 ways to sideways. But if you look at my video, and this is a song that I wrote like 20 years ago, and it was for my Halloween decorations. It was literally like this video that I had looped to make it my Halloween experience at my house more like the Haunted Mansion. I made this rhyme up that repeated itself, and there was music that went on in the background. And it is basically, if I play them back to back, you guys are going to trip. But so I did not copyright that track back in the day. And that is an issue. However, with the technology that they have, they can look at my VHS tapes and know that they have not been tampered with or dated or anything, like some kind of trickery involved. However, none of that really matters anyway, because I posted my Halloween video. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get the date wrong, but I posted the video essentially 5 months before her song was released. And that you can verify by looking at when the song was released, according to Wikipedia, and when the song was posted onto YouTube via me. And so, the funny thing was when it got brought to my attention, I instantly said, "Oh, damn, I need to find a lawyer." But then I realized, that I was a broke man, and there's not going to be anybody that's going to do this pro bono, so I just want to bring it to the forefront of everybody's attention on my own, just to let you guys know. Because here's what I envision happening. I'm not exactly sure who wrote the song, the music portion of the song. I know that Katy Perry had a hand in the writing of the song, but what I envisioned happening was people are commissioned to write songs for celebrities, and I envisioned somebody being told, hey, we need a new Katy Perry song by said date. And somebody ran out of ideas and went onto YouTube and saw something. Because it has my video has 130,000 views. And on Halloween, the actual day of Halloween, it gets viewed in excess of 10 and 15,000 times every Halloween. Mm-hmm. And so I can only envision that somebody stumbled upon it, let's just say, and went, hey, if I keyed this up twice, which is like a whole step up basically, and then the music starts, but the sound that they use is almost identical. It's like a voice sound that goes and that's mine. Allegedly.
Yeah, you've been really upset about that one.
Yeah, it's starting to get to me. Because of the fact that I'm I'm getting older and running out of money and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, should I pursue this? And I'm like, I've probably let it go too long, and that's fine. But I still think that this happens a lot. I think that there are people, and to know, this could probably completely unbeknownst to Katy Perry. You know what I mean? So I don't want to, when I said Katy Perry stole my song, I don't want to make it sound like she single-handedly stole my song. But the people that make Katy Perry what Katy Perry is, and I think that this probably happens a lot, is that people that are commissioned to do these things, they're human, and just like everybody else, they run out of ideas, kind of like we did for this show. Right, and they have a deadline, and they have to come up with something, so I'm just saying that there might be a little plagiarizing going on there. That's all. And so next Tuesday, we're actually going to play you a clip of my Halloween video. And I don't know if Facebook will let me play a piece of Katy Perry back to back. But you guys could go and look it up yourself on YouTube. And you'd be like, oh, dang. Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. It's bad.
It's very obvious. It's crazy.
So let's see. And then, thank you for backing me up on that, Red. Red's known this since the song came out. As a matter of fact, Red was One of the first people I told, actually. How come they cut the rap out of the song sometimes when they play it on the radio? You know, Pete, I honestly have no idea. You can link to my video if you want to, Matt. Red. It is called, if you just Google, I mean, not you Google, but if you use YouTube search Halloween Screams, those 2 words, Halloween Screams, you'll see the red face. It comes up. It's like the 3rd thing that comes up on YouTube. To answer your question, Pete, I don't know why they cut the rap portion out of that at all. It's funny because I have karaoke stuff, and people request to sing that song, and then they'll bring like a guy up on stage with them. And I'm like, oh, this doesn't have the rap part. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, there's so many things logistically that happen with music and like intellectual copyrights and stuff like that that I have no idea. The one thing that I did hear, though, is that somebody else is claiming that Katy Perry's people, I should say, this information is actually on Wikipedia because somebody took them to court. Stole the beat and the other section of the song. So for those of you that know the song, it's like da 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 da, and then there's a part that goes ding 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 ding, and which is basically the same notes, but they're just chopped up. And but if you listen to this, if you look on Wikipedia, is like a Christian rapper, and he shows. I mean, I went and looked up his stuff, and it displayed that it does sound a lot like the rapping and singing part. That part. So, yeah. So I think Red, hopefully, is trying to find that link for me. Link. Pete Anderson said that he saw her many years ago live, and she was bad. Yeah, I could imagine that. There's a girl. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there, because a lot of people don't know, and I actually think this chick is like dope as shit. And she was trying to come up herself, but there's a girl that writes a lot of her songs. Her name's Bonnie McKee, and I subscribe to her YouTube channel, which only has like I don't even know. It's like under 100,000 people. Somebody's calling me, so let me answer this. Hold on. Spit the wit.
Frankie.
Yes.
It's Arnold again. How are you doing?
Oh, my God. Arnold. How are you, sir?
I wanted to call in. Why are you still on the air? I thought it was only 1 hour.
It is only 1 hour, but we started late, sir. Hey, speaking of being on the air a lot, what's going on with you, bro? You're always constantly on the news nowadays. What's happening with you?
Well, we've got President Trump. He's dropping bombs in Syria. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
Is it, hey, Arnold, do you fear that this might be the beginning of World War III?
I don't know. It needs to be the beginning of a constitutional amendment that allows me to run for president of the United States. What do you say, Frankie? Let's get it started. Start the petition. Let's do it. Do it now.
I think that that there's a problem with the fact that you weren't born in the U.S., Arnold.
They have to amend the Constitution.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, women, the women and the blacks, they used to not be able to vote, but now they can. We make changes.
Right.
You know, just like me. I can't run for president. We make changes. Now I can run for president.
Right.
I can clean up this mess that this Donald Trump, this loser.
Right.
He's destroying the name of America across the entire world.
I agree with you, Arnold. I agree. Let me cut you off for a second, though. Let me just let you know, I know you're a little older and you are from a foreign country, that we don't use the term the blacks. We don't say that. We say African Americans or even black people. They don't mind that so much. So.
Well, you see, African American, it can be confusing, because let me tell you something.
What's that?
A great musician by the name of Dave Matthews. He's white.
Uh-huh.
He's African, but he's African American.
Gotcha. Good point.
I mean, what if I'm over? You know, I'm over in Germany. I'm over in Austria. I'm visiting family members, and there's the blacks. They go out there, they go shopping, and they say hi, and you wave at them. You don't call them African American. We're in fucking Germany.
Right. Oh yeah. Good point. Point taken. I didn't realize that Arnold swore so much. Did you?
I didn't know either, but
ever since I got rid of Maria, it's been a whole new thing, man.
Yeah. I guess so.
It's fantastic.
You're having a midlife crisis at the last 12 years of your life.
We're smoking the stogies. It's fantastic. It's great.
Right. Hey, stay on the phone, Arnold, because I want to explain what's happening here. So, Arnold called in on our last broadcast, and I messed up and said that it was Eric Maldonado because it sounds like Eric Maldonado's version of doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was wrong. It is, in fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know, it was crazy, right, when we found that out.
Right.
I
Like, I was completely befuddled. I could not believe. So we want to thank you for that, Arnold. Hey, it sounds like you're driving somewhere. I heard your turn signal a couple of times. What are you doing, Arnold?
It's top secret. I could tell you, but then I have to kill you.
Sounds hot. I might invite that.
That's it, baby. Look, actually, I'm about to get to where I'm going now.
Okay.
It's super top secret. Let's just say it's for the stuff I put in my stogies now that I got rid of the Rhea.
Ah.
You keep it up. You do great work. I love listening to your show. Don't ever change, baby. Ciao.
You too, Arnold. Thank you for calling. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Danny Ballard as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Danny Ballard was actually who called last week, and I said that it was Eric Maldonado. Because it seemed like more of like an Eric thing to do for me. Plus, I had never really heard, other than a couple of like sentences here and there, I never really heard Danny do Arnold Schwarzenegger and didn't realize how legit it was. Because he typically at the bars and whatever, wherever we were eating lunch or something, would say one line here or there. But it was like taglines that everybody knows that Arnold says, like get into the chopper and stuff like that. So, so very, very good job at that, Danny Ballard. We appreciate it. He said, what? I didn't call you, with a tongue face. Right, okay. It was it really was Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think. I think that's the case. But yeah, so we want people to subscribe to our YouTube channel because this song called Spit the Wit that lasts 7 months. Now this show could be better, and it could be broadcast in stereo from what I'm being told. I haven't clarified that, so I might be putting the horse before the cart. No, that doesn't really apply there. I might be speaking out of turn. That's what I was trying to say. I might be speaking out of turn. That it might be able to be broadcast in stereo, which it's not here on Facebook. I will say this though: they upgraded to where we're broadcasting live in 720p, where before it was like 360 or something weird, something low resolution thing. So I'm happy that Facebook did that. However, when I go to download my own video, it's still in 360 or 480 or whatever. So sucks. But yeah.
Hopefully there will be improvements in that area.
Right. I am so... Go ahead.
I was going to say, Red thought that it was Amanda that called.
Oh, as Arnold Schwarzenegger? Amanda Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who goes by Amanda Lynn now.
Amanda Lynn.
Right, here, I got to tell you guys this joke. This is hilarious. Well, at least to us it will be because we're all family here. So we were playing, her and I were playing Dungeons and Dragons, my very first time ever playing Dungeons and Dragons. And so Howie was building my character, and he's like, so dude, you get an instrument. And I said, I want a mandolin. And everybody was like, what?
Yeah,
I want a mandolin.
Howie didn't catch it either, and I was like,
right.
A mandolin?
Right.
Really?
A mandolin, not a mandolin. Mandolin. And so that was like the joke throughout our game. I was like, so then Frankie grabs a mandolin and starts strumming her. It's funny. So, yes. No wonder I can see all your gray hairs. Dude, you know what's funny? Is I don't have a single gray hair and you have more than I do. So there. I do have gray hairs, but
not many, though.
But there's really not many actually. I don't dye my hair. I put the blonde streak in my hair several months ago, or 6 or 7 months ago.
The blonde streak?
Yeah,
that was a year ago.
Was it? Yeah. Dude, when you don't pay attention to time, you don't age. I wish I could get people on board with this.
Right.
When people that watch my show and they're like, "Oh my God, He's not balding. And I know people think that I am because of my hairline like this, but it seriously has only receded like 1/8 of an inch. If you look at pictures of me in my 20s, my hairline has been the same.
I try to be blissfully unaware of everything because then it doesn't get into your subconscious and affect you.
Right. And that's the whole thing. I never know what day it is. I never know what year it is. I literally started when I was like filling out some form, and it said year, and I put 19. I started it with 19.
Yeah,
just
I
out
get
of
my
habit.
age mixed up all the time.
Be like, if you don't pay attention to what year it is and what day it is, maybe you don't age as quick as the rest of the people, because they're sitting there going, oh my God, I can't believe it's already 2017. I can't believe I'm 57 years old. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Well, now you've just manifested that for yourself.
57 years old is supposed to look like this and
Right.
feel like this. And,
Right.
and now, guess what?
Right. And with the exception of some problems with my right shoulder, I actually feel like a younger dude still. I am completely aware that when I'm out of shape, though. But I don't attribute it to being older. I attribute it to being out of shape. Yeah.
Out of shape.
I haven't done anything in a long time. I've been sitting around eating buffets and crap like that, and that takes a toll on you no matter what age you are. Ask Red McLean. Who's like freaking, how much younger is Red than me? Like freaking 15 years, 17 years, 20, 22 years? I don't even know. Who cares, right? I mean, that's the whole point. I think the smartest thing Prince ever did was stop celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
You know?
It was really smart.
Yeah.
And Red says that you look really good for 57.
Yeah, I do look good for 57. I do. And I haven't dyed my hair, and that brings me back to that. So that was my point. I was gonna dye my hair for this movie because I pictured this guy having dark black hair, but when I saw it, I was like, no, it actually makes more sense because he's an aging rock star, or an aging aspiring rock star, and so I was like, no, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It's funnier that way. So
yeah, I like it the way it is.
Exactly. And Red's 26. Wow. So he's only 9 years younger than me. That's crazy.
You had me guessing for a second there. I was like, wait a minute, I'm 9 years. Wait.
So yeah. So my birthday's actually coming up. My birthday is 4 days before Prince. His is the 7th. Mine is the 3rd. Or I guess I should rephrase that. His was the 7th. Mine is the 3rd. We're both Geminis. Yeah.
Yep. That's very.
There was a lot of parallels, and now I have to admit that it's sad to say that there's a big difference now, and that is he's gone and I'm here.
Which makes me happy.
Right.
Like
Right.
Much rather lose Prince.
Right. Okay. Good. I'm glad about that. Then you married the right guy. Gingers age better. Oh my God, Michael McLean.
Michael McLean.
Yeah, it's like Michael McElroy mixed with Red McLean. Hey, Michael McLean, are you a relative of Matthew Red McLean? I'm very curious to know that. And the thing is, what's funny is I have one ginger sister actually, my middle sister, and she is seriously like, I think she is now out of her 40s, but yeah, she's got to be. So, but as of 42 or 43 years old, her hair was completely white, and she looked the oldest out of all my sisters. Like, gingers do not age well.
Yeah, I wish my hair would turn white. Not
Right.
gray, but white.
And I'm not putting gingers down. Lord knows you guys have enough trouble. I'm just saying that I have in my family gingers that have not aged well.
Red says that it's his brother, or Michael says brother. I didn't know Red had a brother.
And neither did I. Red, when did you buy a brother?
Yeah, I was going to say. When did this happen?
We won't discuss that, Frankie, please and thank you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I think that we have exhausted our mental capacity for the day, unless you guys can think of a topic really quick and call in, and we'll talk about it. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think about that. Da, 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 da. Don't do the whole song. We'll have to pay copyright too. They get the gist of what we were doing. That was the Jeopardy theme, obviously. I have a spit spin-off version of that I play during thinking moments, but I don't have it queued up, and I apologize. I need a launch pad is what I need to.
The trivia song?
Yeah, the trivia song.
Used?
Somebody used it. Yeah, I put it out there as free royalty stuff on YouTube, and somebody used it in their game show, which was cool. And gave me credit, of course. Another thing that they used credit for, or used one of my things and gave me credit for, is there's a soccer team called the Revolution that's in somewhere across the pond. I don't know what. I'm assuming it's England, and it's not soccer. It's like a rugby team, I think. And they use a song that I made when I was like 19 years old called Revolution, because the names match and everything. And it was this old rap song, and they use that for all of their soccer videos, which is really cool, and they credit me for it. So I liked that. When I saw that, I was all, whoa.
Yeah, it's neat.
It is really cool to watch people playing rugby and kicking the ball and hitting the ball and running and stuff while my song is playing in the background. It's kind of cool. I have arrived. Okay. It said that Michael McLean said something, but it's not showing up in the room.
I'm not saying it either.
Okay. We apologize for that. So we gave you time. We gave you more than 30 seconds to call in and talk about something. So you did not do that. And we already talked to Arnold today. So I think we're going to call it quits. What do you say to that, babe?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, because I am I don't know about you, but I'm literally like
It's
cooking.
hot. It's hot. One thing that I wanted to do, though, we got to do this one time. We've got to, you remember my friend Crazy Jay from the Rockin' Comedy Show? He did a marathon where he actually broke a world record. He ran his radio show for, I don't even know what the time limit is, but I'm just going to say, freaking 500 hours straight and did not sleep. I'm exaggerating the time because I don't know what the time was. But he tore a vocal cord, yeah. But I was thinking not that extreme, but one time we should just sit here and just spit the wit. I was gonna say shoot the shit, but spit the wit and just have it be dry like this, where we're just talking and yeah, and not be like, okay, this is a show and then it's gonna be over in an hour or roughly an hour and blah blah blah.
You could figure out a way to cool this room.
That's what our main thing is to cool the room. And I think what we probably would do on that day is just have people forgive us for the air conditioning being on and coming on, because there's no way we can barely stand to sit in here for an hour, and our door's wide open too. And it's funny because it's like a wall of air. As soon as you walk outside this door, you're so completely nice. Cool. Yeah. It's like the air just stops right at our door. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. And Jess, do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
No, that's typically your answer. Typically your answer there, Miss Meadows. So we love you guys, and thank you guys for, and I believe, like I said, Jason Herrera, thank you for the gift. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
And we have posted stuff up there that she wants. I think probably what we'll do is, because she has a Facebook that has 5,000 friends, we'll probably promote the crap out on there and let all these pervos buy you stuff. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Because they're that's just the way they are. They're like, hey, it's a girl. The whole reason they're your friend.
Okay.
On the Jessy Meadows account, not your other stuff.
No, I know, but it has our actual address.
No, it doesn't have our actual address. It doesn't have our house address. It has it has the studio address, and B, it doesn't divulge that to the people that are buying the stuff.
Okay.
That information is yours to keep. Otherwise, people would be getting murdered through Amazon constantly.
All the time.
It would just be a thing. So anyway, sorry about that. Yes, open bobs, exactly. Open bobs. Oh, that's what we forgot to do. We were going to Periscope today, and we forgot to do it. So next time, Tuesday. Okay, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope that you have a great weekend. Be safe out there, because Las Vegas is getting insane.
So that's why you want to choose love over hate always.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Be safe.